You're such an asshole.
Okay, I had a request from a lady that we do have females that too. Oh God, got my thing trapped up over in there. All right, there we go. Old boomer Cappy. We do have female listeners to the show, and they're not the majority, obviously, but they do exist. And this girl, she has a little crush on the old Catmeister. And she has yet to send me lingerie-clad pictures. Anyway, she did say, hey, here's some money. Go do 2 video originals. And she wanted, I don't know if she wanted, but it was indicated to me she wanted to be more along the female persuasion. And so I did one before. And now this is the second one. So we're going to talk about the unfortunate reality of women's value. Now, if you watch the video before this, which I strongly recommend you do so you understand the economic concept, the asexual has nothing to do with gender or women or men, the concept of value, you understand how it's externally conferred. But if you watch that video, you'll realize that you don't necessarily control all the variables of what determines your value. Now, as an individual, you can work hard, become a surgeon, okay? You increase your value, so you affect control and an influence upon your value. You become a diesel mechanic, you become a dentist, you become an accountant. Whereas if you don't want to increase your value, you major in the liberal arts. You become a teacher. You become a social worker. You become something that's lazy that nobody wants to pay for. All right? But women have an interesting situation, and it's not one that they asked for. And I'm being intellectually honest. I'm pointing this out, both for the men to appreciate kind of the unrequested position. They didn't ask for this. Okay, guys? So maybe consider some things. And dude, I effed up. I effed up many times. I didn't think because I was young and stupid. All of you were. But then at the same time, I think women also have to realize this is not in your control, nor is it in men's control. That you should probably just accept it for what it is, not at least do yourself the service of not getting angry about it, because this is not under your control. All right. But it's a reality. And that is that the vast majority of women's value comes from their youth and beauty and their sexuality. Now, let me explain. Said you didn't have to like it. Didn't say you chose this. This is being forced upon women, and women have to accept that because they don't have a choice, and you're never going to. Okay, I don't care what you're, all right? But for all the... let's euphemistically call it information and conventional thinking, that your value should be internally derived, which I'm not against either, and that it's your career and what you do and who you are. Again, not against that either. That's very true. What is the value of a human being? It's what they can do. But that is within your power. If you're an incredibly smart and intellectually honest woman, you're like, I'm going to go into STEM. I'm going to major in engineering. I'm going to become a nurse practitioner. I'm going to become a doctor, whatever. And I am going to, through hard work and effort, earn, and that's the real word, earn my value from society by them willingly paying me to be a CPA, to be I'm trying to think of other fields of excellence, an engineer, to be a pilot, to be and this is, it may be sexual, but to be a beautiful model. Right? That takes a lot of work and effort and all that. But that side of the formula of value comes from you putting forth the effort and energy into creating a skill or a product or something that you offer to society that society willingly pays for. Okay. We all agree an accountant. I'm sit down. Okay. Sit down, have a cup of shut the F up. An accountant, a CPA is worth way more than a social worker because the social worker hasn't solved any problems and just, it's a babysitter. And the CPA actually does your effing taxes. The mechanic, male or female, actually produces value fixing your car as opposed to a teacher who, frankly, babysits children that parents don't want to raise. Oh, so harsh. My point is, you can see where value, if you work hard at it, you produce something that society wants, they will, you make great tacos. People throw you the money. Taco Bell is very successful. Now I kind of want some. So there's that. Then there's the other side of the formula. This is what you, me, and nobody else controls. For example, I can't control. It's the most amazing thing as an economist. People pay me for my opinion. Can you gals believe that? People pay me to tell them what I think on the internet. It's a fascinating world. And then people, not only why people pay me, they pay me to tell them my opinion, but while I'm being paid to tell an individual my opinion, other people throw money at me with super chats, which to me is just fascinating. It's just like, this is the craziest. Like, I could die happy. It could end tomorrow. I'd be like, hey, remember that crazy time? I'll go back to being a real person. That is actually not in my control. Oh, I influence it. I wear a funny hat and look at me. I tell the truth. Okay. But I don't control whether Dre sends me $2, cheap bastard that he is. I don't control whether Swallow Blue sends me money. They control it. And there's this other formula, this entire other side of the formula, and that's other people. And you don't control that. And here's the sad reality of women's value. If you were to remove men from the formula, which might be a good intellectual exercise. If we remove men from the formula, what is my value to society? It's very interesting. Am I an engineer? Am I a doctor? Am I just a good wife, a good mom, take care of the kids? Doesn't have to be paid. Am I a good, doesn't have to be sexy. Am I a good waiter? Am I a good bartender? Do I deliver? Am I a good Uber driver? Right? And you unto yourself, to your own standards, may derive and assess and judge yourself by these own metrics of value or these own standards of value that you have. But aside from your self-controlled environment of how you self-analyze yourself in terms of economic value or philosophical moral value, virtual value, or not virtue, virtuous value, you can't ignore half the population because they're there. And whether you like it or not, genetics is programmed men to want to fuck you. And whereas that's nice, and I think intellectually honest and ethical and more like, what is my value absent of other people? Like, what value do I bring to society that people willingly give me money for? The unfortunate reality for most women is that the number one thing you have value of is your youth and beauty and your sexuality. And the reason why it has nothing to do with you, this is out of your control, is because half the population wants it. And if we're talking, I guess we introduce the concept of finances to it or financial aspect to it. Men still to this day produce the majority of stuff in technological innovation. That's why we have the majority of wealth. And since we have the most purchasing power, we are willing to spend our time, money, energy, and resources, which drives up the value of your youth, sexuality, and beauty. Now, this is forced on women. Women never asked for this. They didn't ask for it. This is just the nature of the world. But what I want to do is introduce the concept or the idea or the reality, which is what it is, ladies. Okay, here, I'm introducing the reality that whether you like it or not, the world's most high income earning group of people, men, want your youth and beauty and, frankly, vagine, to put it politely, more than anything else in the world. And whether you ask for that or not does not change that the majority of your value forcibly conferred upon you without your consent. I understand not to sound like that type of person. That's where the majority of your value is. Because whether you like it or not, whether I like it or not, we don't determine our own value. We can influence it. We can affect it. Like I tried to be an economist at one time and no one cared. And then people pay me to be a ballroom dance instructor and an internet guy. That's how the world works. The world is a much more bigger and powerful force than you. And within the world, when you have half the population with a biological force called the sex drive, which is, I'd almost argue, as powerful as a physical force as gravity in the universe. You don't have that choice. The majority of value women have, whether they ask for it or not, whether it was willing or not, is because of your sexual youth and beauty. Now, this presents not a paradox. It presents women a choice, or at least an option. You don't have the choice. One choice does not preclude the other. You have options, okay? I, by all means, please go look through all my videos. I have always championed go major in engineering, go major in STEM. Older listeners know I got Lucifer and Geronimo, two little nieces. Yeah, you darn right. I'm going to tell them to go major in STEM and make something of themselves. All of you knew Varmint. Varmint didn't listen to me. Varmint went off and majored in dumb crap. But I was like, right. But at the same time, and not that I recommend this to my nieces or anything like that, you girls have this other option that you can execute on or not and take advantage of. And you may not you don't have to. If you're a purist, I guess, you don't have to execute on it or take advantage of it, but it's there. And if I were purely Machiavellian and opportunistic, which I have been, and I have advised women who were in the profession, I said, go make your money flaunting your bobs and vagine. Back in the day, it was on the strip platform, but now you can do it on the internet. Take as much money as you possibly can. By the way, don't do drugs. Don't piss it away on worthless crap. Invest it in real estate, S&P 500, something. A STEM degree, there's always the class, this is going way back in my day, there was the occasional gal that was putting herself through college through stripping, and she got a degree in accounting and made a lot of money, and there you go. Parlay this value that you didn't ask for. Take advantage of it, however it is you may. No matter whether you like it or not, you at least have the opportunity, especially when you're young, and you can invest and avail yourself the power of compound interest, compound rates of return. Especially the earlier you can invest, it pays dividends for the rest of your life. Take advantage of that. Just me and my Machiavellian opportunistic thing. You're going to make more money being thin and good looking. You're going to get more job offers. You're going to get more guys wanting to date you, potentially to wife you up. You'd be a high income guy. You're going to get more money going to the gym. I'll tell you that. Okay, this isn't a high hurdle. You could play pickup sticks and have a higher rate of return than you going and majoring in the liberal arts and the social sciences. Okay, so the liberal arts and social sciences is a money losing proposition. That's not a big, that's not a hurdle to beat. But for every second you spend in a worthless liberal arts class, if you spent that in the gym, you're going to have a higher rate of return. Through men. Do you have to commit to the guys? No. Do you have to let it? No. It is an option, a venue that you have. And it's up to you whether you want to avail yourself out. Now, here's another philosophical one. Now, you can get pissed off all you want about men finding youth and beauty in females attractive, and they're willing to pay for that. You get all pissed off and how degrading it. Please go howl at the effing moon. It's not going away. That's genetics. That's how it's programmed. I am merely the messenger pointing out the reality of the situation. And whether you like it or not, you can cash in on this value. Whether it's something as direct as the OnlyFans or the fans only, or whether you want to get married to a guy who makes good money, which you have every right to, because if you're going to have kids and have a family, you want a reliable, productive guy, while concurrently going and major in engineering or whatever else. But don't hate reality. You hating the fact that majority of your value is conferred upon you by the world that you didn't ask of men to say, yep, that's what they want, youth and beauty. Don't get angry at it. Okay? You don't control it. Don't ask the shoulda land. Men should like it. No, we don't. We don't. By the way, newsflash, girls, we don't give a flying crap about your career. Unless actually it's pretty cool, like you're an engineer or doctor, like, well, we don't care about your sociology degree. We don't. Okay. We care way more about what's between your legs than your sociology degree. Because the sociology degree doesn't have any value. It's common. It's boring. Ooh, communications. Ooh, English. Ooh, international relations. Ooh, political science. Does she got a nice set of cans? And you may find that disgusting and degraded. It doesn't change. That's what it is. I am merely presenting to you the vision, the realization, the epiphany. You at least can opportunize off of that. You can capitalize off of that. You could go ahead, and especially now with the internet, holy cripes, I had no idea. This went quick. And you can refute it as well. You don't have to play the game. You can get fat, you can get ugly. You don't have to like date guys. You could just, do your thing and major in whatever you want. Or, you don't even have to major in engineering. Technically, you could major whatever you want just to support a family of one. Doesn't take that much money. So you can bartend, barista. There's nothing wrong with that. Honorable jobs, right? But one, you have this opportunity, men don't. And that is you can capitalize on your youth and beauty. Two, the majority of your value is not determined by you. It's determined by other people because value is externally conferred, unfair as that might be. But three, outside of that, you can confer your own value if you wish to go and do things on your own. But if you want to do that, please do not hate the fact men want big tits, long legs, long hair, and femininity. And go do your own thing. Go do whatever it is you want. But if you wanted to be successful with guys, if you wanted to capitalize on that, I'm thinking more Machiavellian economically, like you want to capitalize financially, but let's throw out this dumb idealistic concept, love. You want to fall in love? Stay hot. Don't get fat. Don't read. Don't you dare read. Don't I don't want to hear the no. Because that's what's great about this. All the plus size model Target throws out, all the fat pro thing and big, you all know it's BS because you all still put on makeup. You all still want to join Jenny Craig. You all know. And what I'm telling you right now, if you wanted to capitalize, and by capitalize, it could be financial or romantic. You could capitalize on this super high demand for your youth and beauty via men if you stay hot or become hot. And that, as an economist, there's your option. This is another. You don't have to press the button. You don't have to. You can find, I would. Yeah, okay, fine. Go do your thing. One, it's an option. Two, don't get pissed off. Men are the way they are. Don't get pissed off reality. You literally go howl at the moon. But men are always going to want hot young chicks with big boobs, long hair, long legs, preferably as well. And you can either accept that reality and potentially capitalize on it, or more maturely, ignore it. Just, okay, that's what it is. But don't you dare get angry at it. Don't get pissed off at it. Men don't control it. You don't control it. Howl at the moon. So there you go. That's the unfortunate reality of your value. Half the population want what you got if you're attractive enough. And they're going to confer the most amount of value on you. And you can completely dismiss that entire market and just go be the Sheryl Sandberg. And, I'm a CEO. And that's fine. Go. I like people paying taxes. Less taxes I got to pay for. Go produce some good things. Go produce things. That's great. But if you dare ever want to fall in love, you dare ever want to have good sex, which that's an academic debate with women. Are they aware of it? I don't know. You might want to stay hot, and you're going to spend less calories of energy staying hot than you will going to get a master's degree in social work or whatever worthless BS you girls are majoring in. Any super chats? Fred Freeman Sowell for $10 generous. Sorry about the glut of $2 super chats. What is your recommendation for how much sleep men should get, assuming we work 10 hours per day? Also, your favorite flavor of Red Bull Monster 5-Hour Energy. Red Bull. Rooster Brewster Light is gone. They stopped that. They discontinued that. I'm very sad. My agent in the field in Nebraska, he would have mailed me a package of that, but that's gone. At least 6. I'm not you need 8 hours a day. You need 6, as far as I'm concerned. Fred again for $5. Why women don't need you video and ROI, Bachelor Pet Economics, and how not to become a millennial book should all be required viewing and reading. Yes, but so should the book Worthless. I have lots of mandatory reading. And here's a great question. Aaron, what do you think of homosexuals? Well, that's why you go to assholeconsulting.com and send me your question. Or you just give a $5 super chat this particular round. And I would have told you my opinion. If you look through you'll find out, it's not a secret. It's not bad either. It's okay. It's the right opinion to have about homosexuals or any fellow human being, gay, straight, or not. I don't give money to bums. Well, you don't get the opinion. All right, that's it. Questions, answers, assholeconsulting.com. Ladies, send your lingerie-clad pictures over to wherever my email is, and we'll see you guys later. And everyone go buy this book, How Not to Become a Millennial. See you guys later. Toodles.